Hello everyone, welcome to Financial Hot Sauce. I want to discuss something called annuity. This is a financial product. I'm not selling it. It's something that I think some people could benefit. Basically, annuity is something that annual annuity forever gives you like a pension for life. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? So if you have whatever you got in your super, hopefully 600,000 or whatever it is, if you could convert that into certainty. So if I live to be 112, if I could be guaranteed I can get $60,000 per year, CPI index, that's important because CPI is consumer price index. Consumer price index is a basket of household goods like, bread, milk, whatever. So compared to, for example, 1970s, things are more expensive now. When I was a little girl and I had pie for lunch, not very healthy, it was, I think, 50 cents or something like that. Now, good luck finding a pie for 50 cents, unless it's a tiny, tiny one. Even then, I think it costs more. It's more like, I don't know, $5, $10, something like that. Yeah, good thing I'm not a politician. I don't know what it is. All I know is it's more expensive. This is because your basket of household goods get more expensive as things go along. So we want to make sure that whatever you get now will pay later when you're retired. So when you're retired at 67 and you live another 20, 30 years, you want to make sure you're keeping up with it and not eating cat food, which is what a lot of people are afraid of, or not eating at all. So there's a product called annuity, which is kind of like you buying a pension plan for yourself. The good thing about annuity also is, say I have $1 million and I put it in a managed fund. You can name whatever you like, some sexy managed fund, because there's tons of advertising and I'm not recommending any of those or whatever. If I buy $1 million worth of XYZ fund, and say that makes me 12% a year, 13% a year, I still pay tax on it. And if I'm 67 years old and I'm about to retire, the government will say you have $1 million worth of assets, so you can't get any Centrelink benefits. In Australia, this is important. When I used to be a financial planner, a lot of my wealthy clients wanted that healthcare card, which is very, very important in Australia because it gives you pharmaceutical benefits. So we have Medicare, and it compensates for pharmaceuticals, right? So a lot of people want that healthcare card. If you have $1 million, sorry, you're a self-managed super fund retiree, so you don't get it. But get this, if you put $1 million into an annuity, which is a form of managed fund, but the bonus is it guarantees you consistent payment until you die. So even if I have $1 million and I live to be 150 or something, I would have run out of $1 million long ago if I was taking out $60,000 a year, yeah? But annuity will pay. In the old days, people didn't like annuities because if I dropped dead the day after I signed the annuity, my husband or my heirs wouldn't get it. But now it's changed, so you can get that back. Did you know that it only counts as 60%? So Centrelink, or the government, says you're trying to look after your own retirement, tick. So we're going to not count your $1 million as $1 million of managed investment, but at 60%. That's the beauty of this, and this is the beauty of advice, isn't it? You need to find out information like this well before you prepare. So if you're 55 now, you think 67's long and I'm not going to be that decrepit, prepare now and you'll be pleasantly surprised. Maybe you can have $60,000 CPI index until you die at 112 or whatever. More than 10 years ago, try living on that, right? Wouldn't it be much better to have $60,000, which is well above what comfortable retirement, according to industry super funds, say, or I think Australian super funds, blah, blah, whatever those guys say. I always say, nobody's complained having too much money than not enough money. And if you have too much money, I'm sure RSPCA or whoever you love will benefit. My personal favorite is Sea Shepherd because I want them to go and annoy the Japanese tuna fish, whale fishing or whatever it is, right? So I think it's a good product to consider, not for everybody, but for some people. If you want to learn more about it, comment below. I think it's below. and write things down, because then I can respond. But if you don't respond or interact, I don't know what you want, because I have a lot of stuff in my head. Okay.